Hi everyone, welcome to Apricot and Western Railroad. Today I'm going to be doing my review on my Broadway Limited Imports Union Pacific 844, which is coming on right now on Apricot and Western Railroad. First, I'm going to talk to you and show you of my locomotive is the history background on the locomotive, and then later the detail of the product made by Broadway Limited Imports, and then later I'll show you its functions and then its operation. So let's get started. All right, so this is my Broadway Limited Imports HO scale Union Pacific 844. It is modeled after the real Union Pacific 844. It was built by the American Locomotive Company in 1944 as a passenger train for the Union Pacifics like the Overland Route, the Portland Rose, the city of San Francisco, Los Angeles, all the other names of the Union Pacific's passenger trains. The 844 was designed for speed. When it's on the flats, it could pull 26 passenger cars over 100 miles per hour. But in the late 1950s, early 1960s, the Union Pacific removed the steam locomotive service to diesel locomotive because the railroad needed the more efficient locomotives. The 844 has never been retired since the 60s. The Union Pacific decided to have 844 as a special star of the Union Pacific's passenger train, as a special excursion train for the Union Pacific's railroad to have it travel all the four corners of the Union Pacific's main line. The first time I saw 844 was in 2017. I was 16 years old when I heard 844's whistle and the bell right at the Nampa yard, and the amazing thing was when I was just minding my own stuff, working on my schooling, and all of a sudden, me and my parents, we were all excited when we heard 844's whistle, and we were like, "Is that 844's whistle?" When it got louder, and we were like, "Oh, we gotta go see it." But yeah, it was an amazing experience seeing 844, and that's what it got me motivated to purchase 844, and it really stuck to me ever since. In 2017, I noticed that the Union Pacific Steam program removed 844's red Mars light, and I was curious, why did they take it off? Whatever that they did, but I can understand what they're doing, but to me it doesn't look right at the front without the red Mars light right on top of the headlight. But I hope that they would put it back on later in the future, and hopefully to film 844 one of these times. All right, now we just got done with the history background on 844. Let's get on with the details of the locomotive. But the amazing thing about this locomotive that is made by Broadway Limited, and it's a fully die-cast metal. The elephant ears of what they call it is made out of metal, which when I tap it, you can hear it. And right up here, right on the top of the cow catcher frame, and right below here, that you can actually place the coupler if you wanted to do a double-headed with 844, and it pops right out when you first you push it right in, and then push it from the other end on the right side of the cow catcher, and then it pops right out. Look like it's already has a coupler right there when it's small. But if you wanted to take it off, you can actually place the coupler to hook on to the other train when it's at the front of the locomotive. But you could do it at either one if you wanted to it. And as far as the decals, I love it how Broadway Limited really did with the UP shield with A44 and the number board, like on the headlight and the board, and I also love the red Mars light. It may look really thick when you're very, very close to it, but it looks really nice. I really enjoyed it. And I also really enjoyed looking at the detail of the 3-chime whistle right here. If you look closely, Broadway Limited made the smoke unit that, besides the smoke chuffing from the smokestacks right here, it blows the steam whistle coming out from there right through where the whistle is sitting on right now. And there's a switch underneath the A44's cab where you can turn it on and off if you want it to have more realistic smoke coming out from the stack, or see the steam locomotive's whistle coming out of there. And yeah, I love it how they do it. The detail trying to modeled after A44. It is really impressive, and I love it that and my favorite thing about the Broadway Limited A44 is that the engineer and the fireman are in the cab, and the details on the drivers, like this one here, and of course on the other side, seeing the brake pads right up against the drivers, and see the piping, and of course on the top of the engine there's a large dome and the safety valves, 2 dynamos, and of course the A44's tender. I love it that they added these marker lights in the back, and on the very top of the main headlight, right below it, it's an emergency light. When you turn it on, it'll leave a warning to any other railroaders that A44 either it's down or just showing that the A44 is right there. And yeah, I gotta say, Broadway Limited Imports did a really good job on the detail and the sound of the locomotive. So let's get on with the operation. Alright, so I got Union Pacific 844 hooked up to the passenger cars, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out. So enjoy it while it's running.
graceful thing of majesty.